Hey guys, it's me, your girl Ali, and I know, oh my god, how strange is this? There is no face cam, there is only Minecraft. I know, crazy. Which, in case you're wondering, I suppose I ought to just say that off the beginning. I don't think that any, YouTube videos that I make, you can't see, but I'm doing quotations, because I feel like it's kind of a stretch to call this properly YouTube. It's just me playing Minecraft, but see, the plan is I'd like to make, you guys know, this whole time I want to make gaming videos, or streams, but at first it was my laptop couldn't run it, then it's now I stream off my phone, then I finally did get a PC, but then the Wi-Fi's bad, all these things came together to basically mean that I couldn't stream games, pretty much. And it's come to my attention that I now just have this, I have this great microphone just sitting around and I can't actually use it, which is counterintuitive, so, I figured, you know what, fuck it. Who cares if I don't have a webcam? And if I think the Wi-Fi would be too bad to stream from, I could record stuff. And, who knows? Maybe it'll be great. It'll be great, okay. Because I've never actually done a full, proper playthrough of Minecraft. I always end up getting distracted. I like farming a lot. I end up farming or building, and I end up just not, not going to the end, not beating the Ender Dragon. I don't, go to the end cities and, get all the stuff. I just don't really do that. I don't think I've ever had, maxed out gear. Hell, I don't even ever think I haven't even played much of 1.16 to the point that I've never even had Netherite. So this is where I change that. Yes. Woo. You can't see this stupid, just ugh. There's a very, very sheepish expression going on here. It's gonna be weird. It's weird because I'm used to, obviously, with Twitch, I'm used to the camera. Okay, let's actually do something, because anyone who's been watching this so far has probably just been looking, I know they've been looking just at the Minecraft screen. Let's see. This is a world. There we go. This is a world. This all seems fine. Just regular survival. Now please gonna have a nice spawn. If this is bad, then I'm gonna cry. My problem with, I haven't really played since, hello, this is me. Wait. Hello. I haven't really played Minecraft since, oh, right next to a lava pit. Die, sheep. I haven't really played Minecraft since about 1.12? Well, okay, I have been playing, I played, multiplayer servers with my friend, Back Chicken, on, newer versions, but since Village and Pillage, I kind of hate the Village and Pillage update with a passion, with a burning desire. I have a burning hatred to kill all pillagers. I want them gone. Not even, it's not even in, a kind of, a nice way, oh yes, I can play the game and then I can kill them and then I can feel, intrinsic satisfaction from the action. It's not even, they just ruin my life. They just make me not want to play the game. So if I do make a world, I'll play, older versions, or I've been playing a lot of, 1.8 crackback mods and stuff. Actually, I'm going to turn this down slightly, because I have no idea, actually, how loud it is, but I don't want it to be too loud. I want you to actually be able to hear me a bit, Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, so I've been playing, a bit of 1.8 crackback, but I haven't really played, a lot of the newer updates, because Village and Pillage ruined my life. So as such, I haven't actually, fully experienced 1.16. Okay, I made a world, I went in the nether, and then I got yeeted off a ledge by one of the thick guys. You know the big ones, they just they sit around, and then they stab you with their horns. They're not very friendly. I'm not a huge fan of them either. I'm a relatively kind of passive player. I don't really play, that aggressively. I say that. I guess the truth of the matter is I'm not actually very good at fighting, or PvP, or anything like that. So, funnily enough, the real problem here is just that I'm shit at Minecraft. But, ignoring that whole thing. Basically, I prefer more sort of I like mining, I like farming, I like other stuff. So I don't really do a lot of that. So it's kind of more, yeah, it's just less enjoyable for me to have to, do that stuff. So I pretty much don't. What's my point? I do this all the time. I always forget my entire point, and I'm just wait, what was I saying? What even are words? Are you a word? I've never seen a word in my life. And then it just goes downhill from there, to be honest. Is there any stone around here? We are surveying the area. There's stone right here, I'm stupid. But yeah, so I've kind of played a bit of it, but I haven't really played that much of it. So, you know, I never really properly did any of it. Did that just go? It did. And if I'm not careful, I will soon follow. See, I don't trust myself next to a lava pit. I 100% feel as though I'm about to fall in and die. That would be, actually, that would be such a wonderful start to the stream. It's not even a stream, is it? It's a video. Oh my god. See, this is the thing. Like, I'm so used to streaming now. It's weird, because, like, I've only been streaming for, like, I think it's been 10 months now. I think it must have been 10 months. Something like that. Started in April. I've only been streaming for, like, since April. But it's so weird. Like, I'm so used to, like, streaming now. Honestly, it's quite nice. But it's a lot different. Because, like, before it was always, like, I don't know. I used to... I think I was about... Oh my god, there's a noise and it's distracting me. I'm scared. Why is my computer making noises at me? I don't want my computer to die. Please, computer. Please stay alive. You're very cool and everything. It's got cool lights and it's very, very exciting, but at the same time, I don't want it to just, like, pass out and die. But yeah, so I think I was about 13 when I made like a mini, like, I was gonna do this, right? Like, play Minecraft and upload it on YouTube. I was gonna be a pro gamer, okay? Maybe not, but you know what I mean. Like, I semi wanted to do it, and I used to make these little, like, Minecraft maps that were, like, you know, like, people did adventure maps, like, where they have, like, a plot, and you'd go along and you'd, like, follow the plot. Because I used to watch a lot of Captain Sparkles, where he played adventure maps, and I thought they were, like, the coolest thing, so I was like, yes, I want to make one. And then I'm gonna pretend like it's not mine and play it through like I don't know how it goes. Because, like, you know, instead of just downloading a map, well, I guess it was kind of like a merging of the two. Like, I wanted to make a map, but at the same time, I wanted to play one. And I didn't really understand the concept that you could just download them and play them. So I was just sort of like, what if I made one and then I played it? Yes, this is flawless. So, like, I actually still have the recording somewhere on my laptop. I did, like, about I did, like, 2 maybe quote-unquote episodes of it. It wasn't very interesting commentary, but it's somewhere. I think it might be unlisted on my channel, actually, somewhere. Oh my god, I could probably find that. Because I uploaded it once, like, unlisted to show my friend. But it was just like, oh my god. It was tragic, okay? I was not very good at commentary. Arguably, I'm still not very good at commentary, but at least I'm self-aware about it this time. The saddest part of it before was that I was genuinely trying. Like, you know, I was genuinely doing my best to actually, like, I was like, oh yeah, this exciting adventure map. Yes, go, adventure map, yeah. Like, I was, I have no way of, like, since there's no face cam, I have no way of, like, showing emotion, so I'm just, like, aggressively, like, shaking the screen to show that I was, like, yeah, you know, super, super excited. But, like, it was really, really fun, actually. I did enjoy it, you know. I was having a good time with it. I was having a good time. But so basically the plot of it was just like, so you go to the village, you go to, like, this village to go and help out, like, your, I don't know, like, your granddad or your uncle or something. And then he's, like, made a time traveling thing. It's like Rick and Morty, I guess, but less, not really at all like Rick and Morty, apart from the fact that he was, like, some uncle / granddad who you were helping with time travel. And Rick and Morty doesn't even do time travel. This was a bad parallel. But anyway, so basically the plot was you went and helped him and he was like, hey, can you test? Oh no, it wasn't time travel, it was a teleporter. That was it. It was like a teleporter. Okay, so the idea was, he's like, hey, can you help me with my teleporter? It will teleport you to the other side of the village. And you're like, yes, Grandpa, sure, I will help you with this teleporter that's definitely not going to murder me. So then you know what, actually, why is this here? That's terrible. This inventory is so disorganized and this is actually awful. I'm gonna make a sword. I ought to get torches, really. If I had any coal, then I would. But yeah, so. Also, you can probably hear my squeaky spacebar in the background, which is wonderful. Wonderful news, truly. See, this is the thing. I haven't even had the keyboard for that long. That's the sad part. Like, I got the PC for Christmas, right? Which was, what, like a couple months ago now? And then I got the mouse a little bit after that. So, like, I hadn't even had it, like, I'd had it maybe, like, 2-3 weeks. And then the spacebar started squeaking. Because the spacebar is the only one that has actual springs on it. It's the only one, you know. All the other ones don't really have springs. They just have, like, I don't know, you know those little things that are under the, like the little button pressy things where you press it down and it does it. But it's not on a spring. But the spacebar is the only one on a spring. So it started squeaking. But anyway, so I was talking about the fun, exciting adventure map story. So you go to the village and then you go to his teleporter, and you know, like I'd set it up with like, you know, the people with like the armor stands with their, because like I used to be decent at like commands in like 1.11, 1.12. I knew all like the like armor stand commands to make them give them arms and like change their arm positions, you know, all that stuff, like all the fun stuff. I forever miss toggle downfall. I'm sad that it doesn't exist. / weather clear, like what? Like why? I miss toggle downfall. I genuinely used to like, because I was so good at it, and then it like updated and suddenly they changed everything. Everything was, where even am I? That is not the right, God, why is this so, I swear on my laptop my coordinates did not show up so large on my screen, and it's kind of annoying actually. But yeah, so, you know, so you go and talk to him, and then he's like, hey, it's your boy, or it's your granddad, whoever it was. He's like, hey, can you test this teleporter? It goes to the other side of town. So you jump into the teleporter, and then it just basically it takes you to like this random place. I think I was going for like an Undertale-esque vibe, so it had like, you could like go and find like, you know, like you could find money in like the like sofa thing, you know, like I built like, you know, like the little stairs either side and like the thing, and I was like, oh, you found some money, you know, and like funny kind of like little quips on like it had like pressure plates with command blocks. It wasn't very advanced. I never said I was that good at commands. I was just like, I was good enough to be able to spawn in a command block and put it to say something under a pressure plate. But yeah, then I had like, there's this house you could find. It was in the middle of like a snowy place. It's probably getting dark, isn't it? I should probably not be here. But yeah, so it was in like this snowy place, and you go to find this house, and you talk to the person, and the person's like, hello. I don't even remember. Like, it wasn't a very good plot. It was actually incredibly boring on so many counts. But, so you go in this house, and then you talk to the man, or it might have been a woman, I don't remember. Then he ends up giving you this map, and like he sends you out on this quest, okay? You get sent out on this quest of truly epic proportions, right? And then you go on the quest, and so it takes you over to like, I built like this little bunch of igloos and stuff. Oh, it was actually pretty cool. Like, I did like a whole weird thing. There was like some weird armor stand man trapped inside a beacon, and he was like feeding the cat. It was strange, but you could like, you could go and look in all the different people's igloos. Oh, I'm gonna make a bed actually. You could, where are the flowers? I need red flowers, please. I don't have long. Give me red flowers. There are no red flowers. Oh, fine. See, I swear you can just dye the bed, but I always forget that you can just dye the bed, so I'm just going to dye the wool and be done with it. So you can all yell at me. But yeah, so basically, you could just go in the different, and I had like all the different people set out too. So there was like this boy and girl like playing, they were like sword fighting. Oh, there was like this school thing that I set up. There was this whole school where they were like all sat down, they were learning, and the teacher was teaching them, and they had like a map on the wall. It was this whole thing, okay? So you go there, and then you like gather information about the place, and that was pretty much, that was what was a guan. You'd like gather information. Mr. Chicken, hello. We need to, rude. But yeah, so you gather the information, and then you went off on your merry way. I don't really remember much else of it. The next bit, I think you went down like a river or something. You followed the river until you reached like you reached this area that had like a little tent. Oh, and I'd had, you know when you like go through and you get all the player skulls? Like I'd spent ages trying to get like good player skulls. I got one that looked like Phil from Dan and Phil, and he was like all these flowers, and you went to his flower tent and you helped him collect all the flowers. But you can't see my face, but this is, again, I'm doing like the hand thing where I'm like, guys, this was amazing, okay? The truly epic proportions of trickery going on. You would not believe, okay? You want to know what happened? Oh, for fuck's sake. I've been too engrossed in talking. I've gotten very, very distracted. So when you went to go and get, so you got all the other flowers pretty much. The other ones were pretty easy to get. Then this one flower, oh my god, it was down a pit, and you know, so you had to jump down this. Who was beeping at me? Turbo was alive. Very cool. So you went down this pit. It wasn't like that deep. It was maybe like 5 blocks deep with like a sloping incline, you know. So it was just sort of like the flower was there. Ooh, a cave. Beep boop. Guys, I don't have any coal. I need coal. Please give me coal. Ooh. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is good, actually. This is really good. So, yeah, so it was this epic trap. There was no way you would ever see, like, the, like, 5 billion, like, tripwire hooks with string laid across. There's no way you could ever see that, right? And then you jumped in this hole, and, oh my god, suddenly, like, 5 shulkers spawn. Like, it's so dumb thinking back to it, because it's like, where's the logic, you know? It's not even like, oh, let's give them, like, a mob that they could, you know, feasibly actually fight. It's just like, oh, hey, here are, like, 1 billion shulkers. Let's make them fight to the death. So then, like, it was actually quite fun, though. Like, I remember doing it. I had a lot of fun just going through it, you know? And just kind of, like, because I practiced this before, like, I actually even tried to do any of the recordings. I kind of, like, I went through and I practiced to make sure it was, you know, it was playtesting or whatever it's called. So it was like so much fun. Like I was like flying around through the air like some kind of fucking, I was just levitating so far. It was maybe not the best thing in the world, but like I really enjoyed it, okay? I had good fun with that thing. But it was so dumb because it was like, it's not even like it was slightly, you know, like skiller. I think I'd given them like some sword or something. Like they had a sword, but it wasn't exactly a very like it wasn't a great sword, you know. It was the kind of sword that you like, I don't know, probably like iron or something. You were probably not equipped to fight the shulkers, okay? Just put it that way. You were not equipped. But finally, if you beat them, then you got the final flower, and then, oh wow, then you could give all the flowers to the person in the tent that definitely wasn't Phil, and then you could, I don't know, then you had to go on to like this like town place. It was like a big city. Oh, I built like all these different houses. But the best part was, okay, you're not even ready for this. There is no way you are ready for the epicness. There are all these challenges, right? You had to do like parkour and stuff, okay? It was all this, oh, I'm just gonna make I need wood. Why are all the trees nowhere near me? I'm gonna make an axe. I'm a very, very disorganized player, so you'll find me like constantly like, oh, I should do this, I should do that, I should do this. And I'm actually not particularly... I constantly seem to find that I lack brain cells. I'm a little lacking in the brain cell department, so you'll have to cut me some slack. But yeah, so there was all these different challenges. There was one that was like, oh so difficult parkour. See, as someone who had only ever watched like YouTubers do parkour, I'd never actually done any parkour myself. I didn't really have a concept of what difficult parkour was. Like, hell, if I was feeling mean, I could have put in like 10 Neos or some shit. Neos are my worst enemy. But like, it was kind of, I don't know, it had like one 4-block jump at the end. And it was like, oh. But then again, actually, no, thinking about it later on. So, this was, I would just keep going, like, it's so exciting to think back. Like, oh my God, I did actually have some cool ideas, you know. Like, I wasn't just completely terrible. Some of this was actually cool. Like, if I'd ever, I still have the world, but I'll tell you actually, because I'm getting to it. So, I made this giant command, like, I built out a command block in the size of a map. No, in the size of, like, 9 maps. So, on each of the maps, I had, like, a 1/9 of a command block. So, basically, you had to collect all of the maps to put together the command block. And then the command block was going to send you home. That was, like, the plot, right? You had to collect this thing to be able to actually go home or something. That was, like, the basic premise. Do I wait here until that? Fine. Who is beeping at me? But yeah, so that was the premise. So you had to do all these different little challenges to get there, right? And it was great. It was wonderful. The first one was like, oh, I can't be able to wait. I'm just going to go get the diamonds. But yeah, so the first one was like easy enough. The second one, I don't know. I just remember one of them was like so annoying because it was full of what are those the little floaty buggers? They fly around and they're really pissy and they live in woodland mansions. See, this is just me showing off how little I know about recent Minecraft, just because I have not like played recent Minecraft, you know? Like, hell, then that's not even a new update. That's been what, like, when were woodland mansions even added? That's not recent, but I've no idea what they're called. But the little floaty things, they float through walls, they look ugly, and they hit you with swords. Those ones, you had to do some, like, timed parkour, where it was, like, clouds parkour or something, and they were, like, there. Oh, then there was, like, an elytra bit. But then there was, like, this one bit that was really, really, really difficult parkour. And, like, I couldn't do that shit. Like, oh, man. I think I managed to finish it, like, once, okay? I managed to finish it about once, but it was really, really difficult and really, really stupid. And I, like, because I remember, like, I was trying to record for that segment. Like, you know, so once I playtested it, obviously I started actually playing it through for, like, the recording take, quote unquote. So I, you know, I was actually trying to record it. But, like, I could not do it for the life of me. I spent, like, a solid, I think it was, like, a half an hour of footage that I just deleted because it was just me trying to do the parkour and failing, which was a bit embarrassing because, you know, I built that thing and, like, I knew I could do it because I'd done it once. But it basically just went downhill from there. And that's where I think I stopped, actually. I never came back to it. I never finished recording it. But yeah, then the idea was you would collect all these 9 map fragments and then you'd go through and then eventually you would, you go to, like, this final room where this guy was there, and then you would put all of the map fragments on the wall in, you know, you'd put them all together and they would make a giant command block. Oh my god. And then, you know, oh wow, truly amazing gameplay. Then you'd go home. That was it. But, like, it was kind of cool. Like, I actually do think it was a cool concept. But I don't know why. I mean, the commentary was shit. Like, if I went back and watched it, the commentary was not very good, so it wouldn't have made a good video anyway. But looking back, like, honestly, I'm kind of impressed by the creativity that like, it seemed cool, okay? But now, like, I've lost all the maps. Like, I went back on the world, but I don't actually have all the maps, because, like, I was halfway through it. So I don't actually, there were more diamonds in it, yeah. But yeah, so I don't actually have the rest of the maps, and I don't know what coordinates I manually, so that's the other thing. I wasn't particularly aware of the /fill command, so you better know I manually built out this command block thing spanning 9 maps. Like, I was not very clever, okay? I didn't know that you could just /fill. Or I think maybe I, like, figured it out halfway through. Like, I'd built half of it before I realized, oh, /fill exists, oh, wow. Something like that. But yeah, so it just kind of, it was not the best. But, it was cool. But, like, yeah, so I basically don't know the location of that, so I can't just go and get more maps. Also, I totally would, because, like, that thing's actually cool. And I did put a lot of effort into it. I feel like, you know, even if it didn't end up being a video or anything, I feel like at least I had fun doing it. Because, like, I do remember I had a lot of fun with it. God, how long have I actually been rambling for? Because I feel like this is something that works very, very well on stream. Because I have, you know, like a solid 2-hour stream each day. I can just ramble and it works. But I feel like with this, ow, 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 ow. Woo, Monster Hunter. Woo, I'm such a pro. You know, with this, I probably don't actually, I don't know if I'm going to do episodes or whatever, but I probably don't actually just want to ramble for like 2 hours and for it to go on forever, because something tells me people don't want to, because I feel like with the stream, yeah, you know, like it's 2 hours, but I feel like there's a lot of, I don't like this being there. I feel like there's also a lot of, you know, what do you call it? Like, likability? No, a lot of the appeal of streaming comes from, you know, you can interact with the streamer, you can actually talk to them. I feel like that's a lot of fun. Like, I mean, I personally, like, I really, really enjoy watching small streamers because of the interaction, because of the ability to really sort of interact, get to know the person, talk to them, you know, I really find that really enjoyable. And I feel like that's somewhat the appeal of my streams as well. Whereas obviously with this, it's just me talking, you know. So I feel like maybe I should actually have a point. Maybe I should try and think up, like, some more stories or something. If I actually have any from the before time when I was younger and I was slightly shorter. I've kind of established that about 3 years ago, I looked the same as I do. So about 3 years ago, I had my hair like this length. Then I cut it in about year 8, so it was like shoulder length. And then since then, it's kind of grown back out. But now, like, I took a photo. So I have a photo of me from like 3 years ago, right? And I took a photo like the other week that was me like in exact same position and everything. I look the same. I don't look that different. And then just like the in-between time when my hair was short, it's just like this weird kind of like limbo that I barely remember happening. It's so weird. But like, yeah, so it's kind of, I don't know, maybe I have to like think of some actual themes of stuff that I can talk about for this rather than just rambling. Because I don't know, maybe the rambling's fun. Maybe people like the rambling. I mean, I don't quite understand the appeal, but you know, it works on stream. So we shall have to see. But I have no real kind of concept of, should I make this episode? Should I make it like a certain length? I don't really know how long it's been either. I feel like it's been at least 15 minutes or something. Maybe like 20. But yeah, I'm definitely very, very prone to just rambling for long periods of time. Oh, hello. I never even played Minecraft back when you could block with a sword, but I wish that I need to make a shield, actually. That's another thing. I barely ever make shields, and it's very stupid because shields are actually good. Like, that's the thing. Like, I've gotten really back into watching Minecraft YouTube lately. I think a lot of people have, you know, but like, I've seen people actually use shields, and I'm like, wait a second. They exist. I have pretty much never used a shield. I should actually do that. And like, it genuinely is good practice. I have iron, don't I? Question mark. But like, you know, I just feel like I actually should use it rather than just tanking hits, which is what I've just done. You know, maybe this is why I'm not very good at Minecraft when I don't use basic mechanics like a shield. Oh, for fuck's sake. Goodbye. I'm just gonna take the bed and go. I'm gone. This is fine. This is exactly where I wanted to live. Why would I ever want to live anywhere other than this tiny little hole in the wall of my mind? Yeah. This is so wonderful. Yes. Oh, but what was I even saying? But yeah, so basically, shields would be a good idea. I can hear a zombie dying. Please don't be near me. You are near me, aren't you? Ha! Confusion! You got confused! Did you see me? It was just like, blah! He got confused because he was standing on a trapdoor. What a dum-dum, honestly. Ah. Endermen are kind of scary sometimes. I like Endermen, though. They're kind of cool. I should probably make another furnace or two. Actually, I'll make a couple. Are you aggressive or are you happy? You seem friendly enough. Hopefully. I don't like the noise you make. You make weird noises and it reflects badly on me as a person. I'm not quite sure how, but you know what? It does. It happens, okay? It happens, right? Oh, you know what? On the one hand, I could make a chest plate. On the other hand, I could make an enchantment table and then I could save it. Yeah, alright. Sword, pickaxe, boots, maybe. Now I'll save those ones. I'm not great at inventory management. Like, I always have this tendency to try and save all my diamonds and just like not use them. But then it's like, Ali, what's the point in having diamonds if you aren't going to? Is this a... Yeah. What's the point in having diamonds if you aren't going to use them? And the answer is there is no point. Yeah, I don't use buckets very much. I'll leave that there. I'm gonna get some more. Once this is smelted, then I can actually make, like, you know, proper armor and stuff. And then we'll be well on our way. I'm losing brain cells. I feel like my brain just kind of like tries to run at like a super, super fast speed. Or it's just lagging. Either my brain's running too fast and I can't keep up with what I'm thinking, or it's just that I'm severely laggy. My brain is severely laggy. So I never actually remember what I'm doing. And I just constantly forget. I'm always just like, wait, what was I doing? Yeah. So then I'm like, wait, what was I making? And I end up getting very, very distracted. I'm not really sure why, to be honest. Because I wouldn't say that it's have a 10 out of 10. Look at me, guys. I am a pro at chest placement. But yeah, I feel like it's, I don't know. I'm not really sure why, because I wouldn't say I have a short attention span. But I just sort of like, I get distracted with like multiple things. I'm just like, oh yes, I'm doing this. Then I'm like, oh no, I want to do this. Then it's like, oh wait, what was I actually doing? And then I just completely forget what I was even doing in the first place. Woo, look at me. Look at me go. That's not the right button. I keep forgetting because I used to have my, you have to forgive me. I used to have on my laptop, I had my, my like toggle perspective button, keybound to a different key. Now I've just kept it at F5 because I can't actually be bothered to, there's no good reason for me to keybind it differently. But what it does mean is that I keep constantly getting it wrong. I keep always pressing the wrong one and then I'm like, wait a second. Why do I get it wrong? Inventory management is very important to me. I'm the kind of person that just like has to have everything organized. I don't want these. I have to have everything organized. It's so handy. I have a lava pit right here that I can just throw everything in and I'll probably end up throwing in something important. But you know what? That's fine. Who cares if I, you know, burn all of my new my shiny new diamond gear? Who cares, right? It wouldn't matter, right? I would probably be very, very annoyed if I managed to do that. But I also wouldn't put it past myself. I'm not particularly adept at not accidentally pressing Q in the most annoying of situations. It's actually one of my specialties. I wish I was joking. The few Minecraft playthroughs, like, because I don't know, I have like bouts of playing Minecraft where sometimes I'll be super, super like, yes, Minecraft is all I want to play. And then I'll kind of like go off it for a bit. So then I sort of don't really play it for a while. And then I come back to it like, oh yeah, I don't even want this. I'm like, oh yes, this is all I want to do with my life, Minecraft. And then I'm back to going, like, you know, like it's a good game, but I don't really want to play it right now. So I kind of just switch between. So I'm not always necessarily, you know, like playing it all the time. So I haven't really had like many, because I'll usually, when I come back to it, I'll usually make a new world. It's not just that I like, I don't know, suddenly hate Minecraft. It's more just like, I want to start afresh the next time I come back to it. Or it's like, I've played it with my friend. Hello? Chicken? Hello? Thank you. Or it's like, you know, I've played it with my friend and we've like started a new world. Like, it's pretty much always I'll just start a new one. So it gets to a point where I, oh my god, what was I saying? God damn it. It gets to a point where I just kind of like don't often have worlds where I've gotten that far, simply because of the amount of time I spend like restarting because I didn't actually like that world. So yeah, so it's not often I have a world where I get so far as like actually like getting loads and loads of stuff and doing stuff. But I remember vividly, I had this one world. It was all going well. I mean, my house was fucking ugly. I lived in the side of a ravine, for God's sake. But yeah, I just managed to yeet myself into lava with the diamonds that I just found. It was a mess, okay? It was a mess. I was a mess. Do I need anything else? I could make a walker bucket. Yes, a walker bucket. Like Walker's crisps. They're pretty decent crisps. Yeah, you know what? Actually, before I get on too much, I feel like this has probably been quite a long time now that I've been doing this. So perhaps I ought to, you know, leave this here and not just, I want to do like, I miss like when you were able to do like a sword. I mean, I keep saying I miss it. I never even played Minecraft back then, but like I've played a lot of mod pack stuff with it. So like, you know, when you do like the sword block and you just like, you crouch and you do sword block, it's sad. But yeah, I feel like this is probably a good time to leave it just because, my god, I just want to like stand straight on. Please. Because it's probably been a fair amount of time and I feel like this has gone quite well. I wouldn't want to push my luck, you know? I wouldn't want to be, what do you call it? Like keep going and then just die and end on a sour note. So while we're in a good position, because we've actually got an iron, we've actually gotten diamond, it's gone pretty well. Let's leave it here and then I will come back for another one soon. Goodbye.